Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, June 21st, 2019. I'm Fredicia Liebert. Dr. Tressan Kramer, Advisor Caribbean and Head of Good Offices for Peace in the Commonwealth Secretariat, says the two-day conference for women and youth, which will be held on Nevis from June 25th to 26th, will serve as a starting point for community dialogue on the issue of peace and security in St. Kitts and Nevis. Dr. Kramer made the comment today, Friday, June 21st, when a four-member delegation paid a courtesy call on Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, ahead of the regional conference with the theme Women and Youth Participation in Community Dialogue, South-South Approach for Peace and Security in the Caribbean.
The Commonwealth is very supportive of peace and security issues and how the Caribbean in particular and across the Commonwealth respond to this. And we were aware that St. Kitts and Nevis has been considering how to also look at this issue. Your High Commissioner in London has been very helpful in this regard. And towards that end, we have teamed up with the Ministry of Gender and Health here in Nevis to roll out a program of community dialogue. So this engagement really marks the start of that, where we have invited others from the Caribbean region here to St. Kitts of Nevis. And what we intend to do over the next few days is really just have a discussion as to what a collective response to this could look like, involving the community in enabling dialogue spaces where we get people to discuss how women, how young people can work together and help to really mitigate this issue.
The Commonwealth Secretariat official added that St. Kitts and Nevis's High Commissioner in London has been very helpful in advancing the Federation's interest in exploring the issue of peace and security.
Welcome to Nevis, and we're delighted to have you. I know Dr. Kramer has been to Nevis before. I think perhaps you're here for the first time. So we want to welcome you to Nevis, as we like to say, Queen of the Caribbees. So I hope you enjoy your time here, and we look forward to a very good conference.
The other members of the delegation were Legal Advisor Elizabeth Kibinga Gaswaga, Program Officer Sonali Campion, and Program Assistant Helen Masaka. The conference, which is sponsored by the Commonwealth Secretariat in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs, will bring together women and youth from across the Caribbean, including Commonwealth Youth Ambassadors. The conference will culminate with a march through Charlestown at 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday, June 26th. A rally at the Cultural Village featuring gospel artists Judith Gale of Jamaica and Nisha Woods of Barbados will follow. The Ministry of Community Development hosted a graduation ceremony for its cake making and decorating workshop held at the Pond Hill Community Center. Facilitator of the workshop, Sylvester Wallace, gave a brief overview of the class. He also commended the graduates for successfully completing the course.
They made cheesecake, which was exceptionally well, and that was the pride of that class at that time, the cheesecake making. They did fruit cake, they did apple spice cake, just to name a few. This afternoon, I am proud of these classes. You know why I'm proud of these classes? These classes that I have done surrounding the island, I have known that many people have rise to entrepreneurship from these classes. Just to mention a few, I can say Deslin has come a very long way in her entrepreneurship. There is a lady from Brooklyn, she's not here, Lana Stapleton, who also attend one of these cake making class, is also into her cake making and decorating skills. There is a young lady I know, definitely, who attend one of my classes as well, from Cox. She have now established her own little business over in Cox. And these are some of the reasons why I'm proud this afternoon that this class was able to reach their graduation level.
One of the participants, Shefton Liebert, spoke on behalf of the group. He expressed gratitude to the facilitator.
He always encouraged interaction between the groups. And so because of that, when we came, no group was an entity unto itself. And so sometimes, if I came and my group, we realized we didn't bring the baking powder, we can call across the room, I need some baking powder. Or somebody can say, you have, and well, if we were using salt, they would ask, you have any more? But he encouraged that kind of camaraderie, that kind of exchange. When we would have produced our products, he also encouraged us to share and exchange. And so I got a taste of yours and you got a taste of mine, and that's why all of us know how the red velvet tasted, because we were sharing. And so we want to really appreciate your effort, Mr. Wallace. You have done an excellent job, and we trust that you will continue to take the time to invest your effort in making others better.
A total of 38 persons graduated from the class, which began in January of 2019. The certificates were presented by Minister of Community Development, the Honorable Eric Evelyn. The graduation ceremony took place on Wednesday, June 19th at the Pond Hill Community Center. Pre-activities for Culturama 45 continued this afternoon, this time on St. Kitts. Chairman of the Culturama Festival, Antonio Abernathy Liburd, spoke briefly about this afternoon's activities.
We were accompanied to St. Kitts by our senior pageant contestants, 18 senior pageant contestants, and we were engaged in radio talks, both on Win FM and on Freedom FM. And then there was a mini motorcade around Bastille where our senior pageant contestants were paraded to the streets of Bastille, so that the whole of Bastille and persons in Bastille would get a first-hand view of the lovely contestants and participants that will be vying for the various titles that will be at stake for the senior pageants during Culturama 45.
A number of other activities took place immediately following the mini motorcade.
Following the mini parade, we were on 4th Street for the after-work lime with the St. Kitts Music Festival, and again our senior pageant contestants were given an opportunity to publicly introduce themselves to the Kittitian public. I want to, from this rostrum, say a very big thank you to the St. Kitts Music Festival for accommodating us on St. Kitts this afternoon, where we were able to promote Nevis Culturama. We also gave away some Culturama 45 tickets, and all in all, the experience on St. Kitts this afternoon was a very memorable one.
Chairman of Culturama 45, Antonio Abernathy Liburd. Still to come, Culturama 45 pre-activities to be held this weekend. The details after this break.
Jump up, free up, bet up, no standing up. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45, yeah. Music, folklore, pageants, and so much more. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45.
Join us from July 25th to August 6th for the Caribbean's greatest summer line. It's Culturama 45.
Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45. Yeah. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45.
Welcome back. A number of activities will take place this weekend as part of the pre-activities for Culturama 45. This evening, beginning at 8:30 p.m., Calypso Bar at Coal Hill will be the venue for the second Calypso tent for the TDC-sponsored Senior Calypso competition.
Some 21 Calypsonians are slated to be on the Calypso tent this evening. The musical accompaniment for that tent would be provided by the Culturama 45 All-Star Band, headed by one Nigel Numpy Williams. And we have, as I said, some 21 Calypsonians carded to appear on the second Calypso tent for the Calypso season. Now this year, as in previous years, the Calypso contest, the Calypso tents are being sponsored by the TDC group of companies. And I would like to say a big thank you to TDC for once again coming on board and partnering with the Nevis Culturama Committee. I also want to say a big thank you to Earl Panko Hanley, a Calypsonian himself, who will be appearing as part of the cast this evening for allowing us this opportunity to stage the Calypso tent at his establishment right there in Coal Hill, the Calypso Bar.
Chairman of Culturama 45, Antonio Abernathy Liburd. The third hosting of Centre Base will take place on Saturday, June 22nd at Market Shop in Gingerland. Centre Base is an entertainment event where the Corps launches its Juve packages for Culturama.
Tomorrow afternoon from 6 o'clock, right there in front of Lavern's Snack It by the Gingerland Public Market, the promotion or the launch of the Corps Juve packages will take place. We'll have musical entertainment by the Corps band. We'll also have the Culturama 45 CD Monarch artists. They would be on show. The ambassador girls from the St. Kitts Music Festival, they will be there as well. The St. Kitts Music Festival committee, they will be there to give away tickets. And we know that a number of persons on Nevis would like to see what is happening or be entertained by the activities for the music festival coming up next week. And so I'm encouraging the whole of Nevis, the whole of Gingerland, the whole of St. Kitts and Nevis to come to witness Centre Base happening tomorrow afternoon right there in the heart of Market Shop in Gingerland.
Some of the entertainment include the Ultimate Band, the Corps, Soca Monarch artists, appearances from the senior pageant contestants, Blackstone Sound, Selector Bobby and DJ Toby and DJ Ripper. The event begins at 6 p.m. The final activity for the weekend is a sunset cruise with the senior pageant contestants.
This year we are teaming up with the folks at Yachtsman's Grill and the Tango 2 boat, and we are partnering with them this year to stage what is called a sunset cruise. On board the sunset cruise, we'll have the senior pageants contestants. Entertainment for that activity would be done by Blackstone Entertainment. We will also have some of our Soca Monarch artists for Culturama 45. They would be performing on board the Tango 2 cruise. The boat departs Yachtsman's Grill at 5 p.m. and returns to Yachtsman's Grill at 8 p.m.
Chairman of the festival, Antonio Abernathy Liburd, noted where tickets can be purchased.
Now for those persons on St. Kitts who would like to be a part of the sunset cruise with the senior pageants contestants for Culturama 45, now the Blue Wave leaves Turtle Beach at 4:30 p.m. and would bring persons across to Yachtsman's Grill to be a part of the cruise. And then half an hour after the boat comes back to shore at the Yachtsman's Grill, the Blue Wave would return those passengers to St. Kitts. Now for persons wanting to find out where they can get tickets, tickets can be available, are available from Yachtsman's Grill and from any member of the Nevis Culturama Committee. The cost of the cruise is only $50.
Liburd also noted that on Sunday, if tickets are not sold out, they would be available for purchase at Yachtsman's Grill before the boat's departure. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Felicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.